On November 1st, 5 people died in a crash in the town of Verona. The sheriff's office reports the car they were in hit a tree and caught on fire. The medical examiner says they were Barry Sievers from Belleville, Joshua and Tammy Stahl from Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, and Michelle and Jeffrey Bauer from Crandon, Wisconsin. Michelle was known to many in our community as a fierce advocate in the diabetes community after she lost her son to the disease. And her husband, Jeff, was one of her greatest supporters. They were friends to our own Amber Noggle.
Like so many in our community, the news of this accident came as a shock to me. Michelle and Jeff were dear friends of mine. They had the gift of lifting people up when they needed it most, supporting families in so many ways, and being a light to everyone around them. Here at 27 News, we've had the honor of sharing Michelle's advocacy in the diabetes community over the years. This is the legacy they leave behind.
It feels amazing knowing that Jessie is being remembered by so many people, not only locally but internationally, for being this great spokesperson even in death. You know, watching people here and raising the Jessie flag every year here and having people understand what type 1 diabetes is feels great at the end of the day.
Michelle Bauer was a force in the diabetes community. She lost her son Jesse to complications from type 1 diabetes when he was just 13 years old, and she never stopped fighting to raise awareness and critical funds for research.
And we just decided it'd be a really good idea to find a way to raise money and awareness in a way that he would love. And he played guitar, he played the drums, he was a huge Marley fan.
Over the years, Michelle completed 23 charity bike rides, raising more than $150,000. She served on the Leadership Council of Beyond Type 1 and worked closely with Breakthrough T1D, formerly known as the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. Michelle also founded Jessie Was Here, a program of Beyond Type 1 diabetes. It provides support to families around the world to help navigate the complexities of the disease.
Talking to other families who have lost their children to this disease is actually what keeps me going.
Her efforts were recognized over the years, and she received a number of honors for her work, including a Jefferson Award from 27 News.
I take this not as an honor as a result of his death, but an honor about how he lived. And ironically, this message isn't exactly about diabetes.
Michelle's energy for life, family, and friends was matched in her husband, Jeff. In 2018, they married at the top of the state capitol alongside their children. It was a beautiful relationship, and they shared an adventurous life together, competing in Ironman triathlons, traveling around the world, and loving their children fiercely. Much of their time was spent at their Northwoods home on Lake Matanga in Crandon, which they opened up to many of their friends, including me. It became my place to reset and find peace, because Michelle and Jeff made it that way. In 2020, Michelle published her book, Jessie Was Here, More Lasagna Please, Feeding the Soul of a Grieving Mother, offering a guide to help people navigate grief.
One of the biggest things I say is, it's okay to say I don't know what to say, because really that is saying something.
Michelle and Jeff were a guiding light to so many and truly lived fully with open hearts.
But you have to be positive. That's the whole key in all of this, is you can't think you're alone.
And Michelle and Jeff made sure no one ever felt alone. I was one of the many people they helped throughout difficult circumstances in my own life, and losing that guiding voice is hard. But Michelle's written words continue to bring me comfort and make an impact on so many. My thoughts and prayers are with all of those who knew and loved them so much.
Amber, thank you. Now, there will be a celebration of life for Michelle and Jeff at the Verona Terrace the afternoon of December 3rd. That's on a December 13th. That's on a Friday.